I'm excited that Joy was able to take some time today to join me, and I would like to invite her up on the screen. Hello, Joy.
Hello to you, Shannon. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, very good. Very good. I put a jacket on today because it's just so frighteningly cold, but
I know,
we're all in this
but
together.
I know. Soon it'll warm up. Oh, well. Oh, thanks for being with me today. That means a lot to me.
Well,
Eh,
thank you for asking. That means a lot to me, actually.
Oh, well, good. Can you tell the listeners a little bit about you and why you choose to lead? Because you truly are a leader.
um, about me. My name is Joy. I am currently the CEO at the National Screen Institute, which is a not for profit based here in Winnipeg. And we train professional storytellers. We train the producers, writers, and directors who are sharing their stories on screens here in Canada and around the world.
Beautiful, beautiful. Those who know you, Joy, know that you are a beautiful soul. And those who are getting to know you through this webinar, I think, are probably figuring that out pretty quickly. So it's a privilege to be in the same circle as you.
Mm.
I'm wondering if you can share a little bit with the listeners about why it's important for you to take time for yourself and kind of reflect on who you are as a leader and what that does for you.
I did get to see a bit of your video, and you nailed it when you said that. It's when you know your authentic self that's when you truly can lead. And as I won't, kid anyone. It's not that I know who my authentic self is in all its complexities and beauty. But I know enough to know that, I would like to lead, and that knowledge, that desire, that's just a beating pulse in me, is what gives me the confidence to want to lead, and being asked to lead as well too. But it really does stem from an inner confidence that comes with time out.
Thank you for sharing that. It's really interesting to me what happens when we're prepared to go inside. And sometimes that can be really scary because we don't necessarily want to know what's there. And yet there's such beauty there if we have the courage to do that. And for me, that's one of the things that differentiates Red Chair from other programs is it really encourages people to look at the heart and the head.
Yeah.
I know the listeners are probably really curious about the horses, and you've had a few different experiences with my herd. We did
Your secret sauce.
my secret sauce, yes. So you spent some time with Annie, and then you came to the one of my one-day retreats. So wondering what you feel comfortable sharing about your visits to Red Chair Ranch and your interactions with the herd.
Just a beautiful release. What I would say to start is that I discovered things about myself, about pushing boundaries. I'm one of those that I'm fearful of horses. I don't. I'm not naturally comfortable around them. They're so big, but they're beautiful animals. They're beautiful beings, right? And I trusted you. I mean, we'd had enough sessions together. It's both that, I'm attracted to it, but I'm scared by it. So, this was a being in a leadership program that, and I trust I guess there was enough about what you had in your materials that really about the horses that really attracted me. Like I was really curious, and it's again that intuition there, that intuitive self that drew me, and so. And it was enough to assuage the fear. And I did it in increments, right? Like I said, we'd had enough online sessions before this summer came out. And I was full. You remember that day I came in to see the cloud in my face. I was frazzled. I was really worried about some work stuff. And
yeah.
And I got there and you just walked me around the grounds. And long story short, we I chose Annie that day. And
She
I'm going
chose you, actually.
to, Annie chose me. Annie chose me.
Yes, I remember. I can still hear that strong, confident voice come out from you as she circled you around the round pen in her beautiful gait that she has. Yeah.
Amazing. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It was a beautiful moment. And then I remember it started to rain as you
That's
finished
right.
in the round pen.
Which for me in the islands is a sign of blessing. Those are the, the tears from heaven, that are, and it was just a gentle rain, a gentle shower. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it was a remarkable morning. And with the rain and everything else, it reminded me that while people come to interact with the horses, there's this whole ecosystem around us as well. That's part of the process, which can provide such insight and beauty. I think we're almost at time, but I'm wondering if you can quickly share, we could go on and on. If you could quickly share a little bit about what Jack taught you when you were here in September.
Oh, it was humbling. And what he told me was to put aside to put aside my ego and persevere, because he was not moving for me. And at one point, remember, he ran into this, and I was so ashamed and humiliated. And then he came out. I did coax him to come out.
You did.
And then we danced together. And because of and so it wasn't a wash. And again, the takeaway from Jack is, what, if at first you don't succeed, try again, try a different way. And then, that was exhilarating too. He was a harder one for me, but
that was beautiful. Beautiful. Well, we could talk for a long time, but I need to keep going. And I really want to thank you for sharing what you did and bringing your authentic self onto the webinar today. So thanks, Joy.
Shannon, thank you for asking. Thank you for doing what you do. You really are helping to create a community of female leaders, strong female leaders.
Thanks, Joy.